Alright, time for a XIN ZHAO game. I'm gonna be against the Lilia here, which should be a fine matchup for me, really. I will beat her in early 1v1s. She will be able to kite me, though. So I do have to keep that in mind when using my W knock-up stuff. Like my W gap close with E and then my knock-up. I have to use it correctly if I want to try to stick on top of her in certain situations. So we're just gonna have to see how that turns out, really. But yeah. Ooh, that's not good for my bot lane, is it? Alright then. Back at about 50 seconds, place the ward just before your recall, and then we walk out of base. This way you just have like the ward on the blue to be ready if you do get invaded. In this case that wouldn't happen, but it's all about consistency, right? It's like the more consistent you can play in solo queue, the better it is for you. Like there, absolutely. Okay, so my bot lane lost basically all their summoners, which is not great. Start with E here for the attack speed. It is the best start you can go with. And what XIN has multiple options, right? Like XIN can go aggressive for like early gank, stuff like that, but generally, unless you like want to play that aggressive, for solo queue I just recommend you, even the lower elo you go, I just recommend you to full clear, like regardless of the situation. Even if your full clear is like not that quick, it is just better, generally speaking, because of the XP, like the way the XP works with Scuttle now as well, all that type of stuff. But I mean, you can go aggressive if you want. I'm gonna let the big one die to burn damage there. Apply the burn damage to all of these. Put my damage up a bit. And we just kite this up. Got it. E in here. Step back a little bit so you group them a little bit better for your W. Apply some burn damage. So splitting some auto attacks with red buff burn. Where did that raptor just walk to? That was weird. Take Q here. I mean, this is a situation I could like walk from raptors to gank mid in this situation here, because the Aurelia is playing pretty aggressive. But yeah, that's up to you. Right here, you want to use your W and E first and then Q afterwards to essentially just lower the cooldown on your W and your E. There we go. That is not great, but that was kind of to be expected after they've used all our summoners, so it is what it is. Auto attack E back, W to Q. Again, making sure to lower the cooldown on your E and your W. Double camping these. Now, you know, XIN is a bit slower here, of course, but really not a big deal. Generally, if you finish your clear before 3, like 30-ish, you were always going to be fine. Lilia went top, which is fine. This could be a problem, potentially. If I just... That missed? Oh, okay. What I tried to do there was W and then flash forward to hit her when she was trying to walk up, but she kind of juked it because she probably had enough move speed to do so. So that kind of sucked for my flash, but I was still able to close the gap on her, which is fine. But that's not too bad right there. I'm actually gonna run top here, I think. This seems like a pretty plausible gank considering the wave position, and I don't think Garen is warded yet. Alright, she got him, but I think I... Okay, I didn't grief her. That's good. He wouldn't have gotten that one. Maybe she would have gotten it with W, but it's not worth the risk for the cannon in my opinion. I also gave her the kill, so she can't really complain about me taking cannon regardless. But yeah, I didn't want to let the cannon go to waste essentially, that's why I smited it like that. Smite's pretty much the only way I think I could have gotten that without messing up our complete wave state. Which is not something I was willing to do or looking forward to doing. So that's why I just smite cannon there. Might look really toxic, but I don't want to waste cannon. And she can't complain, seeing as how she got the kill on Garen, so there's nothing for her to complain about. Alright, so right here, we're just making sure that we keep the jungle tempo consistent. I don't care about that scuttle. I don't care, like, don't fight people over the first scuttle in the game. It doesn't matter. Like, that first scuttle is absolutely useless. I'm not using my W or my E here, because I want to look for something. Just, it's fine. Alright, since that pink ward is cleared, I'm just gonna walk into lane like this. I think I should be fine. Man, there is nothing going on here. Are you serious right now? I got him. Oh wait, that was not... Okay, whew, I almost died for that. I misjudged that situation, because for a second there, that was my bad, of course. For a second there, I thought the Zyra was Aurelia. I do not know why I thought that. That's why I walked up instead of down. But yeah, that's what I thought. So for that bot lane gank right there, it's very easy gank setup, because you see them clear the control ward in the lane, right? We know this is warded. So you can sneak into the initial bush, because that's probably not going to be warded, seeing as how there was another control ward there. And you can just walk it in. There we go. Good. So overall, very solid. I did get exhausted and she flashed, so yeah. This is gonna be fine. I helped a lot in bot lane just now, and I helped a lot in top lane as well. I did solo kill Lilia as well one time. So we're looking very, very solid right now. Early game has been set up perfectly. If my lanes can start snowballing from that, that would be great. But of course, I will help them more. But yeah, my early game has basically been done. And I've done all of this off the back of just doing a full clear. Even though it's slower, like even though I could play for early aggression, for solo queue it's very inconsistent. Because if that goes wrong, you're just instantly kind of screwed, right? Like, you don't get your level ups quick enough, it's going to be a problem in general, and it's just not going to be great. Lilia is in fact top lane. I'm going to be moving as fast as I can. As soon as possible. She shouldn't have flash, because my flash is also still down. We used those at about the same time. Oh, that did hit, actually. I didn't think that was gonna hit, but I can't dive him either. Like, knowing that I flashed basically here when she flashed as well. Our flash cooldowns are about the same. Right here. To make sure we land a W on Scuttle, I just tend to use it with a knock-up at the same time. He should have her charm. Oh, she missed it. Ooh, okay, I didn't need to ult. That's fine. I'll just call it a good job. Right there, I pressed ult just in case he didn't die instantly, because I did not want her to get another hit on Ahri. So my ult damage would have been able to kill her regardless. That's why I pressed ultimate. It looked like a waste, but because of the situation, I just wasn't certain. And I'd rather use my ult cooldown to be certain that it would go, like, correctly, rather than not doing it at all. Right there, I just, like, the Ahri played it very, very nicely towards me as well. So she baited the Aurelia pretty well. Unfortunately, she did miss her charm. If she hit the charm, there would have been, like, it would not have even been close. But, you know, it's fine. Both of these. And one control order, might as well have the money for it.
Shut down.
He's probably gonna go for my raptors here, right? I would assume she does. Oh. Okay. I genuinely thought she would, because, I mean, yeah. I would probably check the raptors if I was the Lilia in that situation. That's why I pinged it. Because if you're in a situation like that, if you're that close to the enemy raptors, you may as well check if they're up. I probably should go mid here, actually. Now that I look at this situation. Ahri ult is up in 17 seconds. Good. Right there, I'm not going to use my W, because I just want to use try to get the knock-up in there, essentially. So I'm going to try to get the knock-up off first, and then use the W to guarantee hit the W. Because most of my skill points are in that, so yeah, I just want to get that in there. Oh, see the Lilia passing by here. That reach? It does, okay. I wasn't certain. That was a bit of a risky move there on my end. Okay, well, there's no flash on her now at least. Solid. I am absolutely obliterated against map right now. But right there, that's a perfect example of the W extension, by the way. I stand here, I W and then flash extend that over the wall to get the knock up on, or get the W hit on the guy and then just finish the rest of the distance with the E dash.
An enemy has been slain.
And there we go again, same concept right there. Making sure to hold my W for the knock-up, so I can guaranteed land the W for the damage increase, or not for the damage increase, for just landing the damage in general. Like, we're putting out tons of pressure here. It's going a little bit at the cost of some of my, like, farm potential here, but that's completely worth it, of course, since I am getting all these ganks in. The gank opportunities are solid, so, you know, definitely not too bad. Dragon's gonna spawn in like 10 seconds, so I'm just gonna do Gromp and then back afterwards. Good. Alright, just gonna go towards Dragon now. Get my Goredrinker here. I'll get the tier 2 boots as well. I'm definitely gonna get steel caps here, and then I'm just gonna buy another longsword. The reason I get steel caps here, by the way, is because they're mostly auto attack based. I have tenacity in my runes, so I don't have to worry about a tiny bit of CC. But yeah, I don't want to get auto attack to death by Aurelia Lucian, stuff like that. I think I'm just gonna go for the dragon straight away. With how strong I am, this shouldn't be a problem. Lilia stop as well. I don't think Lilia can kill the guy, so I'm just gonna go for the dragon, wait for the knock up, then jump over. It seems that top is winning. My ganks have paid out pretty well there. Mid's winning as well. My ganks have worked out really well there as well. I think my best situation now is just to put a little bit more pressure on bot lane. I do not know if I can close the distance before she gets the turret. Depending on if she has ult or not, really. I think she's dead. Good. I got the knockout. I got the W hit. She didn't have flash to dodge it, I think. I have tier 2 boots, so my movement speed was pretty good there. My entire bot side is up, so I'm gonna go get that right now. And I think the timing might work out relatively well that I can get bot scuttle after that. Depending on whether Lilia rushes it or not, I think. Should be pretty consistent here. We're maxing E second for the attack speed. I think I might mess up my timing a bit. I might lose the scuttle here. Okay. I don't think Ahri should die to that. She still has ult. I think she pretty much kills the Lilia by herself. I've given her a lot. Like, I've absolutely won this game off the back end of this early... What? Yo, mate. What the hell is that? Did she just hard greed? I think she just hard greeted. Just gonna walk this way and just poke with a W to finish that off. Wait, Zyra did my scuttle? Yo, that's a scam and a half, man. Let's guess about there. I misguessed, I think. Damn. Sag. Man, the fact that I lost the scuttle to Zyra of all people, that's really annoying. I'm pinging assist so my support reacts. I can check the jungle here. That did actually hit. That's quite huge. I'm gonna ult there for damage. Because I don't know if she has flash, but in the knock-up time I have there, I can use that to my advantage. Let's do this. Red smite her. Double kill. What I tend to do with Goredrinker, by the way, is I tend to use that at the same time I use my my W. So like, I try to get a knock-up into the W hit if I can guarantee it, or I just poke with W first, of course. I will be a little respectful here, actually. I will not underestimate Lilia damage. I think I should check her top side cam, seeing as how she's moving bot right now. I'm gonna check a couple of these camps, otherwise I'm just gonna do the Rift Herald, and I will use that Rift Herald to break mid completely. Yeah, Rift Herald seems like a fine play right here. Good. That top lane snowballed off of the back of those ganks, which is good. Mid lane has Pretty much snowballed as well. I've done everything I could this game, really. There's nothing else left to do. This is gonna be a complete win. Absolute massive ganks. Okay. I mean, there is still potential to throw, but let's hope not. Let's go mid right away. I could easily 1v1 her. There's no way. She doesn't even have one item finished, so... She can't get away from me here, really. I mean, she could try, but... Just use that to close the distance. W. I mean, if you flash, you have a pretty reasonable chance at getting away from me, but even then, I don't think she can. She, like, the fact of the matter is she just doesn't have boots. Right there, I used the W to wait, so she can't dodge it. There he goes. And that's game. That's absolute destruction, like XIN's early game potential. And yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you've enjoyed it, please make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.